all dressed up, and my cell phone is in my back pocket of my pants. So somehow, you gotta grab that. Well, this is definitely one of my favorite summer fisheries, and right now I am trying it in the winter. Officially the winter. Winter was yesterday. First day out. I made it all the way down to the bottom, and came from all the way up there. Honestly, the walking down is not too bad. It's the walking back up that kind of sucks, especially after a very long day on the water in the summertime when it's 100 degrees outside. It's kind of rough, but man, the water looks so good right now. Alright, I'm gonna set this here. I highly doubt we're gonna find anyone today, so I'm gonna set her there. There's the river. Oh man, getting excited. I don't have any exciting techniques or anything planned for fishing today. I just brought nymph stuff. I'm just going to be doing a bunch of nymphing. No streamers. You know, I probably should have brought a couple dries, a couple of gnats or something, just in case I'd see some risers. It's always exciting getting a fish on a dry fly in the middle of winter. Now, is this spot up here that a couple years ago a buddy of mine and I were walking down this path trying to get some good fishing in, and it was late spring, grass and everything was green. We were walking up through here from this rock right here. Somewhere in here, it's probably a 3-foot rattler that I stepped right on top of. I've never heard a rattlesnake shake so hard in my life, and probably jumped like 3-4 feet in the air, got out of the way, and adrenaline kicked in, and from that moment on, anytime I had PTSD, anytime I saw a brown stick laying in the trail, my heart would skip a beat and start racing. And that year rattlesnakes here were awful, but you know, I'm assuming right now that they are the least of my concerns with how cold and with how snowy it is right now. Well, I've been hiking down this, it's not much of a trail anymore. I'm hiking down, following the river and to a field. Seen a lot of deer tracks. I hear it's bear country, but I have yet to see a single footprint of a bear. Well, here we are, first river crossing. I've passed up quite a bit of good water to fish. But right now I'm working up to as high up as I want to go, to some holes that I think we're going to be holding fish, and then I'm going to work my way back down the river. Just trying to get into some fish. I know water's really cold, fish aren't going to be super active, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got a lot of river to fish once I get up to the top, so kind of exciting. Studded boots are an absolute must in the winter when you're walking on ice and all that stuff. Rubber felt absolutely do not wear. What'll happen is if you step in water, it's gonna freeze to them, and you're gonna step on a patch of snow, and that big chunk of snow is gonna freeze to the bottom of your foot, and you're just walking around wearing ice shoes, and that is no good. No traction, heavy, uncomfortable. Rubber, just rubber soles, your typical rubber soles, they're all right. You still slip around a little bit while on the ice, well, especially on the ice. But I've found that soles that have some sort of metal stud in them are very, very beneficial while fishing, not only in the winter but in general. I've got the corkers where you can interchange the soles, and once I put the studded soles on, I've only fished with the studded soles. I think they're the only way to go. When crossing rivers, I like to go where the riffles are at, because that usually indicates where shallower water is at. It may be a little bit quicker, but it's not near as deep on you as it would be otherwise. So here we go. I've got a record of never falling over in a river, and I hope that that doesn't end today, because that'll ruin potentially a very good trip. There's good news. The spot where I'm wanting to fish, it's got a little bit of sunshine to it. I was hoping, because I'm in a canyon right now, I was hoping that the sun would be able to get up just high enough to light up the canyon somewhere, and it looks like right now these clouds go away, I'll be fishing in sunshine. So that's good news. Good news bears. I just saw a couple mule deer jumping through there. Well, I don't know how long I've been walking, but I made it to where I wanted to fish. Look at that beautiful thing. The sun is almost here. I made it where I wanted to fish, and there is the water is a lot higher than it is in the summer. And I'm thinking that's because they shut off all the irrigation pumps sucking water out of the river. But that's where I want to fish. I'm gonna stop, eat a snack real quick, just look at the water, see if there's anything going on, and get set up. My lanyard's too short. I look like a goof every time I try to cut a line. Okay, there we go. Got my worm. And, you know, there's probably a little bit too much line there between the two, but we'll just go with it. My indicator. I absolutely love these Oros indicators. Just open them up. You slide your line through right here. You close it back onto your line, and you're good to go. You slide it up and down without popping it off. Doesn't do anything negative to your line. In fact, it is a direct connection all the way through, so there's no kinks or anything in your line. So it keeps it right where you want it to be. So it's good. Let's try to catch some fish. That was weird. I know that there's fish in here. I just had one come up and look at my indicator. And with it being this cold, I don't know if it was wanting a giant dry fly or if it was just curious, but yeah, that was weird. Obviously, they don't want my nymphs. Well, last spot was interesting. Had one fish, saw another, and Saw a bunch of duck feathers. Something got a duck. But now the sun's out, moved downriver a little bit, and I'm looking for, at this point, fish. Well, the sun came out and I caught a fish. Can't be too disappointed about that. Oh, look at that. Already spat my hook. There we go. Oh. Nice little whitey. Hey, look. There's where I came down. Look at this. This one used to be this thick. As thick as all those bushes here. This last year, beavers came and wiped everything out. And I think I know where they're putting it. Right there in that dam. Or house, or whatever that is. Well, almost at the end of the road here. I've been fishing. I didn't get skunked. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day to be on the river. It was a good day. There you are. Well, heading back now. Can't say that I am disappointed. It was actually really cool to see what the river's like in the winter instead of the summer. Fishing was, there's a reason it's called fishing and not catching. About halfway up. Thought I'd stop for a sec just because I'm not tired, but I thought I wanted to just take in this view. Oh man, I hustled up this hill. I don't know if that was healthy. Guys, I forget how much that walk kills me. Holy cow.